Hi everyone, this is Megan from SugarMillPress.com, and I just wanted to come today to show you some flowers I had been working on. This green rolled rosette. Hope you can see. And just a lollipop flower. And this peony rose looking flower. And I wanted today to show you how to make this flower. It's very similar to a lollipop flower, but has some differences. So what you're going to need is some synthetic satin or silk. And it has to be synthetic, so it burns. You're going to need something for the middle, bling, brads, pearls, and you're going to need a candle and some matches or barbecue lighter. So, and some scissors. So let me show you how this is done. You need some, I cut these in 3 strips, a larger one, a middle-sized one, and a smaller one. And to me this is not an exact science. You just want to cut some circles. And I just kind of start big and work my way down. And your rose or your peony will be whatever size really that you choose. If you have a larger circle, your peony of course is going to be larger. But they do shrink down quite a lot. So if you want something that is like 3 inches, I would definitely recommend cutting something 5 or 6 inches. I'm going to go ahead and cut this and go into super speed mode. Okay, now that you've got your layers all cut, what you're going to want to do is take each layer and about once every inch, inch and a half, you're going to clip in the inside. Just clip, clip, and this is what's going to make your layers kind of wrinkle up and make the dimension on the flower. Okay, now that they're all done, you want to go ahead and light up your candle. And my barbecue lighter is... You can do this with a barbecue lighter, but I have found that it becomes too consistent, kind of like lollipop flowers with them all curving in. You really want this to curve back and forth and be pretty inconsistent to get the thickness of the flower. So what you're going to want to do, same as lollipop flowers, just be very careful. This fabric will burn if you leave it in the temperature too long. You really don't want to put the fabric directly into the flame, just kind of over the flame. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me zoom in a little. Hopefully. And I just don't want to do that. You really don't want them to be perfect. You do, however, want to get, like, see this right here is not a rounded corner. And you really want to, for consistency's sake, want to get that rounded in. Ow! Woo! Hot. Those edges can get very, very warm. So, what I'm going to do is put this in speed mode, and you can watch me burn all the edges. And I am going to use my pliers. Okay, I'm back. The edges are all burned, and as you can see here, they're very uneven. Some curl in, some curl out. That's the way you really want them. So, what you want to do is you can use hot glue, you can use needle and thread for this purpose because it's going to be used on the front of a altered book that I'm making into a book safe. I'm going to be using it on the front of that, so hot glue is fine. So, what you want to do is you take your largest layer, and just like lollipop flowers or anything like that, just try to alternate petals. And this Dremel glue gun drips like crazy. I wasn't supposed to, but yeah, I'll have to excuse my shaking. I've got nerve damage in my hands. Too much medical transcription. And just keep layering. And I made this one slightly looser and larger than that blue one I showed you earlier. These are really great for making hair pieces, like for barrettes or what have you. You don't want to over glue or you won't get the movement in the flower. Especially on this last layer. Okay, there's the flower. Now, for how I'm going to finish this up is I've got my crocodile. I'm going to use the smaller hole. I'm just going to slide the flower in carefully. If the other one fit. There we go. You just want to punch a hole through. And you can see the hole. I have some American Crafts Pearl Brads. That I am just going to stick one of these pearl ones in the middle. Because I'm going to be putting this on a book, I really would prefer to have something more stable to glue to. This is a piece of Tim Holtz grunge board, and it's from one of those packs that had the basic shapes in it, and it's just a little disc. I'm going to glue this onto the back. Of course, I'm at it. Glue. Okay. And there you go. Aren't they really quite pretty? I prefer these over the lollipop flowers just because they're nice and full, and it too, I wanted to mention, before you burn the edges, you could have taken some Distress ink and Distress inked the edges and then burn them, and it would give them even more dimension. So, anyway, I hope that helps someone. Let me know what you think. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.